Hey everybody. So this is the last video. I know we've had a few videos in a row where we had to go a little crazy with the title, but this one's for a good cause, I promise. So these are the tools that we've been developing. You guys have followed along with everything happening in the world. Production's been delayed. We have these fully done, but there is finally a way for you to get this full entire set of tools. We have entered them as a raffle prize for the leathercraftersforukraine initiative. This initiative was started by Wuka at Skallen Goods, and he's raised, well, everyone in the leather community has been raffling off wallets individually, and they've raised about $20,000. Now, this is for direct aid, so it's not going to a charity. Wuka lives in Poland, right near the Ukrainian border. He was able to secure a van. He's been able to buy generators to power pop-up hospitals. He's been daily going to all of the refugee camps around where he lives, and he goes shopping for food, supplies, shoes. A lot of the kids are coming over with work boots only, and they're going to be there for a long time, so they're going to need, you know, shoes to go to school in, tennis sneakers, etc.
Hey guys, just a quick update. There will be a lot of them in next coming weeks, but thanks to you, we've been able to buy like equipment for a kitchen for a refugee center. As you can see there, all the plates, pots and everything. So it's like, I don't know, it's just a matter of dignity, you know, that you can eat from a plate and stuff like that, and they are lacking of all of that stuff. So I don't know, there's like 4 hair dryers or something like that for more than 100 women with kids, and just ridiculous stuff. So keep that in mind, that we are helping, you are helping, and you are doing a great job. And if you are bored with all the stories and everything, don't be, because we are doing good. Thanks. Been able to get like so far 3 good ones, and they're like nice ones, so I will show you them in a second. So basically that's the one here. That's like a beast of a generator basically, with the director of that Red Cross here, and he said that they will be sending all of them to like 3 states in Ukraine.
We just calculated through PayPal that we've raised $27,000 in 10 days. So $27,000 is going to ground support, and that's because of the community. That's absolutely insane. We just checked the website, so Wuka is looking through it right now, but we've just surpassed about $7,000 of donations that have come through the website. So we're close to $34,000 raised in 10 days, and the raffle event goes until Monday. So that is an incredible number. I actually can't believe it. I'm so excited about the impact this is going to have for refugees that have fled Ukraine to Poland. So yeah, thank you everyone for all the support. I can't believe this is happening.
So I'm going to have this second link in the description. There are 30 some odd prizes. Buckle Guy has a $250 gift card. We know that you guys make a lot of wallets yourself, so we are giving away the first full complete set of our tools. This is the first prototype. We got 3 of these made. I have one, Kaylina has one, and whoever wins this is going to have the 3rd one. Now, this was the first one we made. You guys have seen this one. This is CNC'd. So this is a very expensive piece that is not, I didn't think it was as special because this is the first cast iron piece. It's very rough. It's sand cast, but it is ground down. It is usable. It might kind of be a wall hanger and just a cool little piece of history. But it's been in the shop. We've tested it, and I thought it was important. I can't think of any other important thing to use it for. So I think you can enter, every $5 gets you an entry, but it gets better. You don't just get entered to win prizes like this. You get a bunch of stuff as it is. Our project today is going to be this wallet that Kaylina designed this week. It's a super cool design. So it's very simple. It's folded with one little stitch line in the middle. It is a little complicated because we're going to get the French skiver out, so you got to be ready for that. You can also rivet it like this to make an accordion wallet. It holds coins, it holds cash, it holds cards. Cool little design. This is what that pattern looks like. If you go to the link in the description and donate towards the initiative. You not only get this pattern, that's the only way to get this one, you get 2 patterns from Orman Leather, and Stefan, who is a designer for Mercedes-Benz, he did this beautiful poster. You get the PDF download high res for that, and you can print it out and frame it. It's gorgeous. We both donated just to get that poster. The other stuff you can get from us is a whole bunch of patterns. You get our 4-piece card sleeve pattern pack. So there are 4 different card sleeves, and all of our patterns are unlimited usage. So if you want to get these and start your own company, if you want to get them and make 1,000 of them, if you want to sell them as corporate gifts, whatever, you can do any of that with this stuff. If you're a little more advanced, we're also including our, it's very classic, this is one of the first patterns we put out. Tons of you have tagged us in your versions of it. It's our center snap long wallet. The whole pattern pack, you just download it. It's all sized and ready to go, has all your trim allowances. And the last thing is our universal long wallet pattern pack. This makes, there are 12 designs on this front page that you can copy, or, I mean, people have made, we've counted 30 some odd designs at this point. The second page has all the pocket pieces that you need. So you basically say, okay, I want to make this layout. It tells you how many of each piece to cut out, and all the pieces are all here. This is a pocket guide, so it tells you you can space everything right, and then from there it's just one of our normal patterns. You have all of your pattern pieces. All of that stuff, even if you only contribute $5 to this at the second link in the description, you get all of these digital downloads for free. It's I think it's like 7 pattern packs that make 30 some odd, almost 40 different wallets. So, you know, you're getting some value there if you're looking to get something in return. But this is the leather community has already raised $20,000 on their own, and we put together this centralized effort, and all the money you buy it on Wuka's site. He gets the money directly, and he's already got a van that he's packing every day with supplies. So that being said, we're going to start our video, and we're going to walk you through making this simple wallet. It's not too difficult. So I'm working with a panel of 2.5 to 3 ounce Wicket and Craig Navy harness, I think they call it. But you don't want to do anything too thick with this design specifically, because if we look at it made, this we're just stitching through all 3 layers indiscriminately here. So if you're using a leather, this is the test piece, we had a little crack here. What you want to do is case this as you fold it. If you're using sort of a stiffer leather, this is a Sedgwick, and it's not the leather's fault, it's just that it was too thick and it was too firm. So if I were to wet this wouldn't happen. So with this stuff we should be okay, but I'm still gonna probably case it at the very least. I might do a little French edging, but keep your leather really thin on this one. But it is just one piece, so it's super easy to put together. It's just a little tricky to stitch. Okay, so this is gonna be a little tricky if you're a beginner. What I would suggest doing is getting as many of these straight cuts as you can done with a ruler. So I'm going to pull down, I'm going to basically put my ruler, let's see, I'm going to put my ruler, we have one shoulder here, so I'll put that there, and I'm just going to cut until I see the curve, and then I'm going to stop. This part you're just going to have to do by freehand. It's not that difficult because it's a fairly broad curve, but just go very slow. I'm using a very thin leather with a very sharp blade, so I can cut right through in one go. But if you have more control doing a lighter touch, feel free to go over it multiple times. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I do that all the time when I'm using different leathers. This just happens to be a very waxy leather that the blade glides through fairly easily. There we go, and all we have to do is round this corner off and our pattern is cut out. So we have our snap hardware marked out, of course, but we need to mark out our stitch line. It's a little bit unique on this one. So this is our folding lines, as you can see by the arrows. We're going to fold one in first and then one in second. But there's basically a stitch line that's going to run on the inside and the outside, and the way I've been doing this on this pattern is this is the mark, the center line here where we're going to do our stitch line. So I'm going to make a little mark, and then I'm going to use the lines on my cutting board to line everything up and make sure it's straight. So I have everything running parallel. And that way I know I can come in with my ruler, and I'm just going to scribe a very light line with my scratch-awl, with one of your scratch-awls if you win it in the raffle. So once we get everything put together, this is going to be folded like this, and this is going to be folded like this. We'll be able to line up this scribe line that we just made and stitch. This won't be really visible on the corners. You could, you know, skip a half inch there if you really are a stickler. But once everything gets folded up like this, it goes away because you have all the folded stuff there. All right, so we just took a little break from filming. I had to sharpen this up. I am horrible at using these, we know this. But just so you guys know that that fundraiser just brought in about $7,000 in the first 2 hours. Wuka in Poland is looking at buying wholesale 300 pairs of shoes for kids that are going to need them as the spring comes, because everyone's fleeing the country in the winter and none of them can bring much. So anything you guys can donate, man, we're going to do so much good. Direct action, no governments involved, just the leathercraft community. Go throw a few bucks and you get some good patterns. So anyway, like you can see, I am horrible at using this tool, but I'm going to thin this out as best I can. I don't even know if this is really necessary on this thin leather, because it sure as heck doesn't want to, oh, there we go. I just want to get like an ounce off. I don't want to take the whole thing off. Let's see here, how are we doing? Oh yeah, I think that should be good enough. Okay, so yeah, so all you need to do is just take a little bit off. And now we're going to set our snaps and do our one stitch line, and we're going to pretty much be done with this wallet. Alright, so once we have our snaps installed, you can go around and burnish this too. Again, you guys have seen me burnish shapes all the time, and I want you guys to have a nice quick tutorial. There are lines on the pattern that just kind of give you a rough estimate of where to fold. So you can see that the fold falls a little past this peak, right? Which gives it kind of a cool little dimensional aspect. So I just went in and I kind of folded it up, keeping our scribed lines, making sure that these are all still centered. And by using a ruler to run this line, I kind of know that this is also centered. So I'm going to take some double stick tape. We're trying out Buckle Guy's Ted's tape. It's just basically the same basting tape that we've been using. It's a little bit easier to tear though, which I really like. And it's got like a little bit of a fabric-y structure element to it too, which I actually really like. The stuff I usually use is just from the fabric store, so it's nice to have something that's a little more leather specific. So we're just going to put a little here and a little here. And then we'll pull it up and stick it together, and this should make our lives very easy. Make sure you press it down really good though, or it's going to peel up all the way. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is there's a side with curves and there's a side without curves. The side without curves gets folded in first because you're not going to see that side. And we're going to go right in here and using that tape to stick it down like that. And here we go. This might mark up the leather, but you know, it's the character that counts. Look at that, didn't even do anything. Alright, and then the next one, we're going to fold in, and remember we have this scribe line, so I want to make sure that it lines up nicely. And we want to make sure that our ends here are very even. And then we'll stick that down as well. So I guess if you win this, you can use it, but like I said, I would grind that down a little bit. It's not perfectly. It was just a quick one out of the mold. And so now we should be able to fold this up. There we go. So yeah, 3-ounce leather, something that's nice and waxy. That's going to be perfect for this design. I was a little too, there we go, smush it down, and that's it guys. So let's see how this looks finished. So the cool thing with these summer camp type wallets is that they're not as like rigid to make, right? So everything's folded. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you're a little off center, that's totally fine. But the fun part about this is kind of lays big, you get to do the smush. So once you have everything sewn together, you want to put your body weight into it, smush it down. And I carried one of these pouch style wallets, not this exact design, but I carried one of these for years and it was one of my favorite wallets ever. We actually, our ring wallet that we did for our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
It was similar to this, right? So here's our finished product. You open it up and you can put coins in here. A little dark, but you can put coins in here, or you can put cards, cash, receipts, more cards. And one more thing that you can do is if you don't want it to open all the way, if you want it to only open this much, let me show you something. We're gonna get a little hole punch here. And we're just gonna punch a hole, wherever, as long as these two line up. I'll be back in a second. One little rivet, we pop this open, and now, check that out. So, random pocket stuff, but receipts, folded cash. This is 5-6 cards. You could still throw the channel favorites in there, So you can pick, man, you could do so many different things with this wallet. I love it both ways. I like it personally without the rivet, but I think that, that design might not be for everybody. And with the rivet, it keeps it nice and closed. It's super unique. It looks really, really cool like that. And it folds up really small. So that's it. All right, so fresh from filming, these are the tools that we used in this video. And we'll throw in the project as well. This is not the most perfect thing in the world because the filming pieces, believe it or not, never are. But just as a reminder, we keep getting updates. We've been filming for a couple hours. I think they're up to $8,000 in the first 4 hours now. It's just going wild. And the last I heard, the whole initiative, Wuka was over there starting the process of ordering 300 pairs of sneakers for kids. So click the first link in the description to go check out Buckle Guy. That's where all the tools and materials that we used here, except for obviously these are. This is navy blue Wicket and Craig in 2 3-ounce. This is really nice stuff for this design of wallet. It's nice and slim, and you probably don't need to actually do any of the French edging. This is Sedgwick. They sell this in panels. It's kind of expensive when you buy a whole hide. In panels, it's one of my favorite leathers in the world. It is too thick for this unless you really, really skive this down, or you get like the 2 3-ounce. So we'll throw this in with our pattern, with the prize if you win the tools. But these tools are now all officially video used. And remember, even if you don't win the raffle, every $5 contribution gets the pattern we just made, the long wallet, center snap pattern, card wallet pattern pack that makes 4 card wallets, and our universal long wallet pattern pack that makes a couple dozen. And I'm just so proud of this community, guys. I really am. Leatherworking's always been something special, but this is the first time that everybody's bonded together to do something like this, and it's just unbelievable. So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for contributing like I know you're going to do. And we'll see you next one.